up, guys? This is Portola. If you guys have seen the short, I just talked about the power levels and the price of it and just my experience after riding it for 600 miles. So here's a more in-depth version of the short where I talk about my e-bike. So first off, the build quality on the e-bike is very good. As you can see, it has name brand parts everywhere, and I've done a lot with it over these 600 miles. You can see I'm in the middle of a trail network. You can wonder how I got here. Well, I biked here, and it was very high quality. I did loosen up my shocks. My tires are a little bit loose, but that's what you got to do to go off-roading in this thing. All right, well, I'm going to show you guys some trailing in this thing. Just single track. I've not been on this trail yet, but it just handles very well. It is pretty shaky though, because this is a shitty Amazon phone mount. It's not like I have a GoPro, but it's handling the rocks quite well. I just have to be very careful on this bank right here. When we go in, be sketchy. I don't think anyone's ever been on this trail in a very long time, but as you can see, it's handling quite well. It's more about the rider than it is about the bike. Took the wrong path there. Let's keep going. So guys, this is why I love this bike. It handles super well, and it's a folding commuter bike. My friends live around 20 minutes away from me, and all I have to do is load up the bike in my car, and I just take it straight with them. And it is pretty fast, as you can see, just for a folding commuter bike. I really love this thing, and I feel like Ride One Up did not make it to do this, but it's totally doing this right now. I know this is not the craziest trail ever, but still, this is just absolutely insane. Now I'm on the way back, guys. I will show you guys some pavement riding. This bike is just crazy. I feel like I've said this so many times, but this thing is a little commuter bike. I mean, my friends have told me that this thing looks like a Jetson. I mean, this thing, it's a step-through frame. I mean, to the common eye, it would look like it could not do anything. It would look like it can barely get above 10 miles an hour and get gapped by your dad's freaking Jetson. But, I mean, the video speaks for itself. This is not edited, it's not AI. This is my Portola. I'm gonna get on the pavement, show you guys what it looks like to to concrete ride this, where it's actually supposed to be. And we're on the pavement. Beautiful day out on the lake today. Let's do a top speed test. 20, 22, 26, 27, 29, 30. That guy was from the city. I should probably get out of here. Guys, don't speed on trails, please. Well, he wasn't a cop though, so I think we should be fine. I don't know who would impound a Ride One Up Portola. I'm not on a freaking Sauron, bro. I'm not Sauronster, guys. I'm just a chill guy riding my little e-bike on the water. Because guys, riding, even if my friends can't ride right now, but riding alone is probably one of the funnest thing ever. You know, you're just not on your phone, and you're just having fun. I mean, I don't even know how to describe this. It's low cortisol, if I had to explain it. What it's like to ride this thing. It's so fun. For what it is. It's like a cheap step through a cheap step through Yasma, but it goes 30 miles an hour. It's not the fastest thing in the world. It's just one of the funnest for what it is. It's unexpected. You wouldn't, if you pulled up to this thing at McDonald's and you saw this thing, you would laugh at it. You think and you probably should. It's not meant to do this. Ride One Up says, oh, a friendly folding commuter e-bike. But little do they know, once you unlock it, I'm pushing 21 amps on this thing. I'm pushing 21 amps, and it peaks around 1100 watts. And I've unlocked the speed limiter. This lake became my personal Nuremberg right now. Like these guys are like, this guy is so fast. Oh, no. I took a little break from riding, you know, let the controllers cool down and do all that stuff. But here are the things I like about this bike. So these are real hydraulic brakes, and there's real Shimano parts everywhere. And these guys are like the real deal. Sorry, that was weird. And then key display. I do have some complaints though. I don't like how the controller housing is plastic, so it could overheat. It's never happened to me, but you know, it could, especially because I'm pumping out so much current. But another thing I actually do like is the Connect Plus, so a bunch of stuff can connect there. You know, your rear passenger seat, your baskets, whatever. There's supposed to be a basket up there. I took it out, and I think this looks clean. I mean, you guys have to tell me, but it looks pretty clean. Probably one of the best step through folding e-bikes. Like, if this was electric, it would be like this thin, and it would just look really weird. But this just looks nice, and I loosened up the shocks a little bit because you guys saw me go off-roading. But still, I mean, really clean after all that abuse. So let's get back to riding at the speed limit this time. Woo! This is fun. People will go. So it feels really good, like pedal assist, but throttle only, it is kind of sluggish. And yes, it is in class 3 mode. It actually, it goes faster than class 3, but still, I don't know why the throttle is so sluggish. I need the pedal assist. Like, even if I put it in pedal assist 1, it's just exponentially faster. Well, not exponentially. It's way faster than it is throttle only. And I don't know what happened. Well, yeah, it's just always like this. But it's totally fine. And it's handling really well. I'm not going to use pedal assist though. I want to go the speed limit. You know, we're trying to go slow and have some fun. You're only supposed to go 10 miles an hour. And I remember I was doing that, and then some, like Chud, I think he was on a Mac Fox or something, he gapped me, and he thought he was so tough, but I was actually going the speed limit, and he was going like 15, which is like the max of his bike, and he was like, he thought he was the king of the world, bro. If I see him again, I'm gapping him so hard, bro. He would be so fried. Because with the smaller wheels, this thing gets down. Anyways, with the smaller wheels, this thing actually goes really fast. That's why those little underpowered Jetsons, even though they're like 200 watts, they still get down because they have the little wheels. And those can apply the force way quicker, and they can get up to speed than like huge wheels. Because like my wheels are pretty tiny versus say like my friend's Super 73 wheels or like the Ghost Cats. And it's just kind of awesome that they can put that power down. It's still not the fastest thing though, of course. Like, this thing is not fast by any means, but it is pretty quick for what it is. And it's very lightweight on the right side of the road, unless you're not in America. If you're not in America, then thanks for watching. But I was riding in my friend's neighborhood, and this idiot was biking on the wrong side of the road. I told him to get on the right side of the road. He didn't. And then what ended up happening was I almost crashed into him because he was going. I didn't see him because there was a car. And then I had to slam on the brakes. It was so stupid. And with e-bikes, that happens a lot more than you think it does. So that's why you always have to be aware. Like, I was in downtown La Jolla, and some dude just objectively pulled in front of me, like, and he did not see me. So I don't know if that was my fault. Maybe I'm not visible enough. So that's why I don't go too fast on roads or anything, just to be safe. I think I should get one of those like flags to use in off-roading though. Definitely. And speaking of off-roading, guys, please subscribe. I'm trying to get a Yamaha. Like, you saw that trail footage. This thing is not meant for trails, but I mean, I did it, but still, I want a Yamaha. Alright. 3.5 miles left. Let's go. Wait, yeah? I don't know. This is so awesome. And there's never cops here. I don't, like, there were Suron kids here, and they didn't get impounded, so I heard people say that this place has a bunch of cops. They're not here. There's no cops here. And there's a huge trail network. I don't know if you see in this footage where there's little single tracks like peeling off from this paved road. I've always wanted to go on those because no one goes on them anymore. And as the one I went on, it was super overgrown, as you saw. So that's why I want a Yasma or like a Tudio, whatever, a cheap bike that I can just rip off road. And I don't care if it breaks. Because I care if this thing breaks, because this is my like daily driver. And it's a commuter bike, it's not meant for this. Like, it feels like I'm in the countryside, even though I'm in the middle of a random suburb. It's just so awesome and low cortisol. And I've always wanted to get out of the water, but I haven't done it yet. Because you get a boat, you can't swim. Very right side. Woo! Alright, let's speed up a little bit. Oh, damn. No, we're not doing that. Safe riding, everyone. Don't speed. It's bad. And don't do wheelies in public roads either. Or anything bad. Well, I can't even do a wheelie. My battery's in the front. One complaint I do have about this bike is the battery is so small. Like, it's only 48 volts, 10 amp hours. And so the battery drains pretty quickly with the amount of power I'm drawing from it. Another thing is that I wish Shirai One Up made like a 52 volt, like 15 amp hour version of the Portola, just for enthusiasts, maybe $1,200, 15-20 amp hours, because the max battery size for the Portola right now is only 13.4 amp hours. That's literally nothing. That's probably like 10 miles more range. I mean, I do get that they're trying to like be affordable for people, because this is not an enthusiast bike, right? But I do feel like a more enthusiast version of it would be way better. 52 volts and slightly better capacity is all we need. I don't need the 52 volts to like be faster. All I need it to do is have less voltage sag, because voltage sag is pretty bad on this. Like, you go up a big hill and you think your battery's dead and it's not. And they also need to add range estimates to the display, like how many miles I've left. Because it's just like sketching me out, thinking I have no battery left and I'm 10 miles away from home. This is awesome. I'm gonna turn the camera around to see the water. Out, dude. Just low cortisol. I don't know if you guys can see the water, but this is what it looks like. And to anyone watching this far, thank you for just listening to me yap. Gotta go home, so trail's ending. See you guys in the next video. Thank you for watching.